Minister of State Administration for Press, Publication, Radio, Film and Television of China, Mr. Cai Fuchao, the Honorable Ambassador of the People's Republic of China to India, Mr. Wei, our very special guest for today evening, Mr. Jackie Chan, the Honorable Secretary, Ministry of Information and Broadcasting, Mr. Uday Kumar Verma, Mr. P.S. Deodhar, President of the India-China Economic and Cultural Council, ladies and gentlemen. It gives me immense pleasure to be present this evening as a part of the inaugural ceremony of the Chinese Film Festival in the presence of very distinguished members of the visiting delegation from China. Minister, I cannot but endorse and reciprocate your opening remarks that we in India attach the highest priority to our relationship with China. This relationship over the past 2.5 decades has grown, broad-based itself, and consolidated itself across a spectrum of activities. Our Honorable Prime Minister, Dr. Manmohan Singh, the Honorable Prime Minister of China, have declared the year 2014 as the year of friendly exchanges to commemorate the 60th anniversary of the enunciation of Panchsheel, or the 5 principles of peaceful coexistence. Strong interaction between our countries also lies in the social cultural heritage shared by the two countries since ancient times. India and China are two of the world's earliest civilizations. We share a rich history of cultural traditions in music, in dance, and the arts. This strong cultural ethos is also reflected in the films of our two nations. We consider films to be a vital link which can support and substantiate the interaction between our people by giving an intimate feel of India to the Chinese people through movie screens, and of course, the same applies in reciprocity and vice versa. The exposure of Chinese audiences to Indian films is not a novel development. The 1946 Hindi film, Dr. Kotnis Ki Amar Kahani, which was dubbed as the Journey of Dr. Kotnis in English, was the first film to touch a chord in the hearts of the people of the two countries. The film, directed by Dr. V. Shantaram, who played a lead role, was based on the heroic life of Dr. Dwarkanath Kotnis, an Indian doctor who was sent to work in China during the Japanese invasion in the Second World War. The decades of the 60s and the 70s saw Bollywood movies like Do Biga Zameen, Avara, Caravan, or Caravan as we call it, Sri 420, and Noori striking an emotional note in the hearts of the Chinese people. The Hindi film, 3 Idiots, was dubbed in Chinese and became rather popular with Chinese university students. And I was very heartened to note that when your Honorable Prime Minister was here, he made it a point to mention that his daughter had recommended to him that he see the film 3 Idiots, and he actually took time out to see it, and he liked it very much. In fact, even Indian films or films made on Indian themes by non-Indian directors like Slumdog Millionaire, The Life of Pi, has also found a lot of resonance, I believe, among Chinese audiences. The time seems to be ripe for intensive sharing of films as a potent medium of exchange. Presently, Mr. Minister, a rather small number of Indian films are released in theaters in China. I believe that considering the popularity of Indian films in China, there would be more exposure, or there could be more exposure for Indian films, and of course, we would reciprocate the same and ensure that we give the widest play to Chinese films and the classics that we talked about earlier in the afternoon here in India. I'm confident that this interaction with all of you would prove to be fruitful, and the two countries would look forward to an agreement on co-production in films, as also cooperation in the fields of radio and television. Needless to say, an audiovisual agreement would not only promote our shooting locations, but also boost film-related tourism between the two countries and hence pave the way for more vibrant people-to-people contact. I would also like to take this opportunity to extend a very warm welcome to the very renowned actor, Mr. Jackie Chan. His latest film, Chinese Zodiac, which is also directed by him and which he was telling me has absolutely, totally crashed the box offices across Asia, is going to be the opening film of today's festival, of the 6-day festival. I'm confident the film will be a treat for all our Indian audiences, and I can see that there is a lot of anticipation among the audience, who obviously are great admirers of your work. I'm glad that the two governments have taken this unique initiative of organizing the Chinese Film Festival, as this gives an opportunity to our Indian viewers to enjoy the cinematic culture of our very illustrious neighbors. I extend my best wishes to the government of the People's Republic of China and the Chinese Economic and Cultural Council, ICECA, for jointly organizing the China Film Festival in partnership with our ministry, the Ministry of Information and Broadcasting. I am informed that the film festival will offer a wide variety of films, including contemporary, action, adventure, new age cinema, and period dramas. I call upon the people of India to enjoy this visual feast, which will unravel over the next few days. And once again, thank you very much for taking the time out and coming personally to be present here at the inaugural of the Chinese Film Festival in India.